back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. If you haven't been here before, then just welcome. It's a miserable, shitty day outside, so I thought what else would I do other than sit down and film a lovely face of makeup for you guys. So as you can see from the title today, I'm going to be using some products that I have never used before, but I get sent a lovely package from Physicians Formula, so I'm going to be trying out some of their products today. So before we go ahead and get straight into the video, I just want to thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. The other day I hit 1,000 subscribers, and while that may not seem like a lot to a lot of YouTubers out there, it is a lot to me, so I just want to say thank you. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that button because I would love to have you here, and don't forget to give this video a like as well. But anyway, let's just get into the video. So I've just clipped my hair out of the way because it really is so irritating and I look like a dick with a hairband. So one of the first things then from Physicians Formula that I wanted to try, this is the Rosé All Day Oil-Free Serum. So it's supposed to brighten and tighten the skin. I love that it has a dropper on it, but the product doesn't seem to be coming out really well. But let's just try it anyway. So I guess there is enough. You get like one little pump. Ooh. Straight away I can smell, that must be rose water, I'm imagining. Enriched with rose water to hydrate skin. Yeah, you can smell that right away, so if you're somebody who doesn't like fragrance, then this one mightn't be for you. It's nice, it's giving my skin a nice little glow. I mean, a serum's something I can't really comment on. It's something I need to try for a little while, but I'm going to try that out for the next week or two and we'll see how that one goes. So I'm just going to go in with my regular eye cream. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue, and I'm just going to whack a little bit underneath my eyes. It has time-released retinol in there, which basically means it like drip feeds the skin with hydration throughout the day or throughout the night. I am obsessed with it, like a level with you. I'm turning 30 this year. The years go by so fast. Hello darkness, my old friend. This is something that I have been using now for the last maybe 3 years, and I have definitely noticed a difference. It's okay, you can say it. I don't look a day over 18. It's fine. You can say it. So just in the same range then, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and I'm just gonna stick it on and do my little ritual. Get my skin nice and plumping up any lines just so that makeup looks like as good as it possibly can. And we're ready. No, we're not. Just gonna stick on, my lips are dry as get out at the minute, so I'm just gonna stick on some Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil. Okay, I feel like I've been talking for ages already and I haven't even started with makeup. So just gonna jump straight in with my primers. This is the Soap and Glory Skin Illuminating Base. Oh, it's shiny. I find it really kind of like awakens my skin, which is great. And yeah, that's really all she wrote about that. So going in with my foundation today, then I tried this out in my last video and I've become obsessed with it and I've used it every day since. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Foundation, and I'm wearing the one for normal to dry skin. Just taking a couple of squirts. I'm kind of starting in the center of my face and working out the way. So because I'd only tried the foundation for the first time in the last video, I couldn't really give my proper thoughts on it. I just liked the way that it looked. I had that makeup look on for like 8 hours and it did not move an inch. So to highlight underneath my eyes then, I'm just going in with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is another product that I have been using religiously, so I'm just going to apply quite a bit on the inner corner and a little bit up there. I never usually do this, don't know why I'm bothering today. And I'm just blending this out with the 105 Plush brush. I really like this brush for my concealer, it's nice and fluffy. Oh my god, this concealer blends out so easily. I have it in too light a shade to put on any blemishes, but I'm going to go in with another favourite of mine. This is the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser, but this one here is in the shade Nude. So usually I would use the shade Ivory around my under eyes, but this one here is a little bit closer to my skin tone. If you use a concealer that's quite bright for underneath the eyes, you never want to use it on a blemish, because if you think about it, you know, like you highlight the center of your face because you want it to be pulled out. If you use that on a blemish or a spot or something, you're only going to pull it out. You'll actually make it more obvious. Okay, so for cream contour today then, I'm going to go ahead with the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Contour Wand. I got a new one recently and I'm just living for like how clean it looks. So I'm just going to push the product up the top and close it. And so if I kind of suck my cheeks in, you can see where I should be putting it. I'm going to put it just ever so slightly higher, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my forehead today, not too much, a little around my nose. And I'm just using my foundation brush to blend the majority of this out. Again, you guys know that I love to use my foundation brush because there's always a little bit of foundation on there. It just helps with the blend. God, I love, like, it just blends in so easily. It's definitely by far one of the easiest contour wands or cream contour products that I've ever used. So for my powder then today, I'm just going to go ahead with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I'm just going to dump a little bit into the lid. I'm just going to push it underneath the eye, down the nose, under the chin. I always find it really satisfying to edit this back and just watch how like smooth it is. I'm just going to apply a little dusting up center of my forehead. So I'm actually just going to do my brows off camera. I'm just going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown, and I will be back in a wee second to finish off my skin. Okay, so moving on to bronzer then, and this is probably what I'm most excited to try. This is the Butter Bronzer. Now, I have heard so much about this bronzer. It was everywhere there for a while, and I was dying to get my hands on it. I don't know why I didn't. I just never got around to ordering it. So this is what it looks like here then, and it has a little push clasp and it opens like that. So here we have it. I love this like rippled effect, and it smells like sun cream. Oh Jesus, if I close my eyes, it's like a summer holiday. I'd buy it just for that. And then underneath, which I really love, you have a mirror, and it does come with a little brush. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, it's not a brush, it's a sponge. That's a bit weird. Even if it was a brush, I wouldn't use it anyway, but it's handy that you've got a little mirror. I can't get over the smell of it. Right, let's just get it on. So this one here, it does come in different colors if I'm not mistaken. This one here is the Sun-Kissed Bronzer. A little bit of kickback from the product, but it doesn't really bother me. So it says that it has combined features of a, whoa. Wow. Alright. It says it has combined features of a powder and a cream to give that kind of like really buttery finish. Holy shit, it's pigmented. Oh my god, I'm sorry to keep going on about the smell, but it smells divine. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed. What do you guys think? Have you used this before? I'd be quite interested to know what you guys think. I'm in love. New fave. Moving on to blusher. I'm not going for anything that's too strong a blusher because I don't really know what I'm doing with my eyes yet. So I'm just taking one of the No Cosmetics Mineral Blushers. This is in the shade 101. Kind of like a not quite pink, not quite peach kind of colour. Again, it has a little mirror on the inside. You know I love a mirror. I know I look quite blushy and quite like there's a lot going on my cheeks at the minute, but bear in mind I have no eyeshadow or no lip products on yet, so it will be fine. It will be fine. I really like those blushers. I have a couple of them in a couple of colours. That's probably my favourite colour that they have. So I'm actually just going to set my base at this point before I put highlighter on, but I'm just going to go in with the iconic London Prep Set Glow Spray, and I'm just going to take a couple of squirts of it. And while most of that went in my hair, some of it did hit my face as well. And just before the setting spray kind of sets in, I'm just going to go in with an old favourite. So this one here is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Oh Darling. If I've ever done your makeup before, chances are that you've had this as your highlighter. It's just so beautiful. It photographs really well. I would use this on a lot of brides, but yeah, it's a cracker. Love it. So moving on to eyes then, Physicians Formula kindly sent over basically a whole eye situation so that I could do a full eye look. So we have an eyeshadow palette, we have a mascara, and then we have some eyeliners in here as well. Similar to the bronzer then, this is part of the Butter collection. So, oh sugar, the wee thing just fell out. But this one here is the Sultry Nights eyeshadow palette. This one here is kind of like the nighttime palette, then they have a daytime palette too. Okay, so I thought it was a brush that fell out, but this is like an old school sponge eyeshadow applicator. I don't think I've used one of these since I was maybe 16. Nothing wrong with these, like these are great for applying like shimmer eyeshadow, especially like into a cut crease and stuff. Like these are really great. I'm not going to use it today, I'm not going to lie, because no. But yeah, so anyway, this is the eyeshadow palette here. So it's basically separated into 3 different looks. So you've got the first look, which is called Beach Beige, second look, which is called Sunset Vista, and then this one here, which is called After Dark. Now, I'll be honest, whenever I look at this palette, I don't see it as 3 different looks. I see it as like I could use this one with this one, and I would just use the whole thing, which is probably what I'm going to do today. But if you're somebody who likes to kind of know exactly what they're using, then it does have them kind of listed on the back. So you've got like look 1 that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, what did we do today? I've done quite a few colourful looks in my last few videos, so maybe I'll do something a bit more subtle. I might just start and see where we end up. So first colour anyway I'm going to take is this shade here. So this one here is called Beach Beige, and I'm sorry, Physicians Formula, I hate that there's no mirror. Like there's a mirror in the bronzer, but there's no mirror in an eyeshadow palette. That's the only thing that puts me off. I'm not gonna let it annoy me. This is the Be Perfect eye primer. I put a little bit of it on just before I go in with any of these, and I didn't set it. So I'm just gonna work these colours. It's quite pigmented. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna work this in the like my highest part of my crease and flicking it out at the corner ever so slightly. well, here they apply really nicely. I mean, I understand that it's called the butter range, but they are quite buttery. Usually with eyeshadows that are quite buttery, you know, you kind of put them on, the pigment's really strong, and then whenever you blend out, they kind of fizzle away to nothing. That's not really happening with this palette, which is lovely. Colour stain where you put it. Granted, I've only used one eyeshadow so far, but it's a nice eyeshadow. And so I'm just going to take this next shade here, which is called Off the Coast. It's kind of like the next darkest matte brown in the palette. So there's a little bit of kickback in the pan. However, I was quite heavy-handed just there and picked up a lot of product. And just work it into the very outer corner. And so as I'm applying it then, I've got a clean brush here just beside it so that I have something to blend it out with. But so far, like, those eyeshadows are beautiful. I'm always wary about trying a new brand because I never know how, like, I don't have anything to base my opinion on, but that's lovely. So just to darken up that outer corner a little bit more, there is a black shade in the palette, so I'm just going to go ahead with this one. This one's called After Dark. So I'm taking the tiniest amount and I'm honestly tapping off most of the excess. I'm just going to really push it into the outer corner. And then just going in with a brush that I used before, so it has a little bit of the previous colour on it. I'm gonna wiggle it back and forth. And so just with a little bit of the Be Perfect eye primer, I'm just going to brighten up this lid a little bit again. It got a little bit covered in eyeshadow. No cut crease or anything, just literally brightening it up. And then just going in with the darker brown of the two browns and just kind of wiggling that in between the black and the now clean part of the lid. And so for my inner corner and part of my lid then, I'm going to go in with this shade here. This one's called Coconut Kiss. Lovely. And I'm just going to use them dry. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my god, that's so pigmented. God, this palette's great. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this shade here then, just to go kind of in between the brighter colour and then the browns. So this one here is called Moonlight Beige. But again, I'm just going back in with that darker brown. I'm just going to kind of blend all that. So before I finish off eyeshadow underneath my eye, I am going to take some liner under my eyes. So they've sent over, these are called eye boosters. So these are a gel eyeliner trio. So what's great about these is they are all black, but they're different formulations of black. So I'm going to swatch them onto my hands so that you can see. But the first one, which I probably will use, ooh, really creamy. So that is matte black. Ooh, satin black is nice. So that second line here is satin black. So it's more like a greyish kind of black, I guess, because it has these shimmer bits in it. So it says the formula is long wearing, water resistant and smudge resistant that sets in place. So I'm just going to start with that underneath my eye. Ooh, very nice, actually. I've just got a Model's Own flat brush here, so it's like a little flat definer brush, and I've got a little bit of that dark brown eyeshadow. And I'm just going to kind of wiggle that eyeliner out. And then using the brown eyeshadow as I get closer to my inner corner. Very first shade that we used, that light brown, and I'm just going to kind of blend it all. Just like that. Obviously if you wanted this a little bit smokier again, you could go in with your liner into your waterline. I'm going to leave it free from the black just for now, as I want my eyes a bit brighter. So the only thing that I don't like about these kind of liners, the ones that twist up, are it's really hard to keep them sharpened. Some brands have like a little, almost like a sharpener that you can kind of clamp on and twist it and it sharpens it, but they don't have one, which is the only thing that would annoy me. So this would be great for if you were just using it for underneath the eye, but if you're wanting it to do like winged liner and stuff, that would be a bit trickier. That being said, I'm going to do like a little flick today anyway. So just kind of where I finished my liner on the bottom lash, I'm just going to follow it up to create my wing. And just along the kind of outer third, I'm just running the black pencil along my lash line, just like that, and then I'm going to tight line with it, and then just going to connect my liner. So I'm actually just taking a little angled brush and a little bit of the black eyeshadow from the palette, and I'm just going to stamp it over that. Moving on to mascara. So Physicians Formula also sent over their Lash Mixologist 3-in-1 mascara. So it says it's a cocktail layering mascara, which I don't really know what that means. I hate plastic packaging. Please get something that I can recycle. Okay, so this is what it looks like here. I've got my fingerprints all over it, but there is a volume side and a length side. I'm kind of struggling to see where the 3-in-1 comes from, but I can see a 2-in-1. So I'm going to use the length side first of all, see what happens from there. So this is what the brush looks like. It's quite a skinny little one. It looks quite a good brush. Good space in between them, so hopefully it picks up all my lashes. So far I like the brush on this. It's allowing me to get right into those like inner corner kind of lashes. This would be great for the bottom lashes actually. Perfect little brush on it. So this is what the brush looks like on the volume side. I can't get the product right the way across the brush, which is a bit irritating, but it's fine. Okay, so final thoughts on the mascara is, yeah, it does the job. I mean, it definitely lengthened my lashes a little bit and gave them a little bit more volume. Have I used mascaras that are far better? Yes. Have I used mascaras that are far worse? Oh yes. So I'd say this is definitely middle ground. Did the job. So I'm just going to whack a pair of lashes on, but I'm just going to stick on a wee pair of demi wispies. Like, are these lashes still a thing? Do people still like these? Moving on to lips today then, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury lip sheet in the shade Hot Gossip. I just love how creamy these are. And for lipstick then, I'm going to go in with one of the NARS Audacious lipsticks in the shade Raquel. Okay guys, so here we have the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I basically did like a review of each product kind of as I went. My favourite products that I tried today without a doubt is the eyeshadow palette and the bronzer. That's such a beautiful bronzer. You'll definitely be seeing this a lot more on my channel. I do want to try this eyeshadow palette out again. I do want to try these brighter colours out and see what they are like, but I thought this was such a great eyeshadow palette. I quite like the look that I created with it, so I can't wait to try out more from this. But anyway, that's all from me, and as I said, I hope you like this look. If you do, don't forget to give this video a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!